Good morning all. Welcome to Conduct Learning, How to Learning with Study. So we are at a chapter Carbon and its compound, and this is the fourth chapter for class 10 science. And now we are continuing with the topic which is versatile nature of a carbon. As we all well know that carbon can form a large number of compounds when it form a bond with another elements and other compounds. If we count the number of the compounds that formed by the carbon, it is around 3 millions. That means to say 30 lakh of carbon compounds are there, which is known by the scientists till date. So if we consider that count, then we will come to know that it is more than the number of compounds that are formed by the or any other element. So mean to say a carbon is the only element which having large number of compound, which is around 30 million, sorry 3 million and 30 lakh, and this amount is more than the compound formed by all other element. That means to say if we consider the another element rather than the carbon like oxygen, nitrogen, silicon or any other, then the compound formed by these all element is less than the compound formed by only carbon, because the carbon form compound around 3 million. That means say 30 lakh compound. That is a huge amount, and that amount is not covered by any other element which is in the periodical table. So why the carbon form that much of large compounds? Let's see. The first point is carbon atom can form a bond with another carbon atom. That means to say a carbon carbon atom can form a bond, or that bond can be a long chain bond, because there is there is limit of no uh, uh, two or three linkage of carbon atom. There can be more than that. The meaning to say is that a one carbon atom can bond make a bond with another carbon atom, or it can be a bond of a long chain. That means to say in a one in a long chain of a carbon atom there can be a 4 carbon atom, 5 carbon atom, 7 carbon atom, 8 carbon atom or 10 carbon atom, or that bond can be in the form of long chain, a branch chain or a closed ring. That means to say the architecture of the carbon carbon atom bond can be in the form of long chain, branch chain or can be in form of a ring. These are the three different architecture of carbon carbon bond, where carbon is attached with the another carbon atom in the form of a long chain, carbon is attached with the another carbon atom in the form of branch chain, or carbon atom is connected with the or making a bond with the another carbon atom in form of a ring. So this property of the carbon atom is called catenation. The catenation is defining the carbon atom can make a bond with another carbon atom, or that carbon atom can be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or around 10. So the architecture of that carbon carbon atom bond can be in form of long chain, branch chain or closed ring. This is the meaning of actual catenation property of carbon atom. Another property of carbon is that carbon have the valency of 4, because the atomic number of a carbon that we have learned in previous slides or previous lecture also, the carbon having atomic number is 6. Accordingly, it is have 2 or 4 configuration, electron configuration. So that means to say carbon have the valency of 4. It can share its 4 electrons with another elements which need either 4 electrons or either 1 2 or 1 electrons with another 4 atoms. I repeat again, carbon have the valency of 4, so it can share its 4 electrons. Either it can share all of its 4 electrons with another element, or either it can be share 1 of its electron with another 4 elements. So this property make large number of compound containing carbon, and the bond that is formed by the carbon atom by sharing pairing of that electrons or through covalent bonding is very stable, right? It is very stable. So some example of the element which are making bond with carbon is like hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, halogens, etc. So these are some elements that are usually make a bond with carbon atom with the valency of 4. These element hydrogen, oxygen have the one element in their outermost shell, so they are monovalent elements. They are making a bond which is a covalent bond with carbon and forming a large number of a compound. So in this slide we come to know that the carbon is very carbon having large number of a compound, and the reason of making that large number of a compound, which is around 3 million, is that the carbon have the property of catenation, and another is carbon have the valency of 4, or it can make a bond with another carbon atom or with the atom of other element by using these four different elements, different electrons of it. So because of these two property, the carbon is very versatile in nature. These are the architecture that defining the carbon-carbon bond. You can see here the carbon can make a bond with another 5 or 6 carbon atoms. This is a bond in between the 6 atom of a carbon. This is a long chain. The architecture that making that kind of bond is known as long chain. This is the first property of carbon atom, which is known as catenation. Because here carbon making bond with another carbon atom, the second carbon atom making bond with another carbon atom, and so on. So this type of property is known as catenation, and the architecture of this type is known as long chain. Another architecture of carbon-carbon bond or catenation property of carbon is branch chain. This is another architecture. There are the branches. Carbon having one single branch here, carbon have second branch here, and the carbon have third branch here. So in this, the three branches are there for carbon atom. You can see this is a one carbon atom chain or branch, or this is another carbon atom chain or branch. This is another carbon atom chain or branch. So that's why it's known as a branch chain. This is the architecture for carbon atom bond, right? Another carbon atom bond is there in the form of ring. This is another architecture. The architecture is making defining the bond in between the carbon atom in form of closed ring. So that's why it's known as a ring architecture of carbon atom. Here you can see this carbon atom making a bond with this carbon atom, another carbon atom is here, another carbon atom is here, another is here, and another is here. These all 6 carbon atom are making a bond, which is known as covalent bond also. So but the architecture of that bonding is in the form of a closed ring. So that's why it is known as a closed ring architecture of carbon atom bond. So these all three figures or three architectures are defining the catenation property of carbon atom, which is making a bond with another carbon atom. So carbon is making bond with carbon itself, but with a different atom of a carbon. So three architectures and and the catenation property is very much clear here in this slide. Chain, branch, and ring. Further defining of a chain, branch, and rings is through example is there in this slide. A chain of carbon atom can contain one or many carbon atom, as we have done previously. A carbon can make a bond with another atom of a carbon, or that atom can be number of, right? And this will can be form of a chain of carbon atoms, as we have done in the previous example here. This is the example. So some compound or some structure of this kind is there in this table. Here we have the example of methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane. This is a carbon atom bond. Here we can see the formula for methane is CH4. Here the 4 atom of hydrogen and 1 atom of carbon, and the structure of this is here. This is a chain of carbon atom or hydrogen atom. Another example of the same is ethane. Here number of carbon atom for ethane is 2 and the number of atom for hydrogen is 6. So accordingly the carbon chain is there, and another bonding is with the hydrogen. So it is another example of chain architecture of carbon atom. Another one is a propane. Propane is defining for 3 carbon atom. So here the carbon is containing the 3 atoms and hydrogen is containing the 8 atoms. Accordingly the structure of this propane is here, where the carbon 3 atoms are making bond with each other, and with another hydrogen atom which is in number is 8 is making a bond. Next is example of butane. Butane has 4 carbon atom and 10 hydrogen atom, and the structure of the same is there in the table, where the carbon atom making a bond with each other, and the long chain of the carbon atom is containing the 4 atoms of carbon, and the another 10 atom of hydrogen is there. Same way for pentane, same for hexane. It can be run up to the 7, 8 or 9, 10 carbon atom chain. That can be defined as for 8 it will be octane, or for 10 it will be decane. So accordingly the carbon atom is here, we can understand here the carbon atom is making a bond with each other, and that bond is in the form of a long chain, and the structure is in the form of long chain. So basically chain is defining through this structure of the chemical formula. So whatever the formula is written there, through this structure it is defining, either it is defined in the form of chain, either it is defined in the form of branch, or either it is defined in the form of ring. So the formula can be same and the structure can be different, and this is known as isomers, which we will learn in the next slide. Here the example of chain and branch for butane is represented. Butane chemical formula is C4H10, where the carbon atoms are 4 and the number of hydrogen atom 10. You can see the same butane can be defined through a long chain or can be defined through these branches. Here the butane is containing only one branch of carbon atom, but here the butane is containing number of branches for carbon atom. If we consider this is a one branch, this is a second branch, this is a third branch. So carbon is having the 3 branches here for carbon atom pairing, right? So that's why the both is having same chemical formula but different structure, and this is known as structural isomers. So where the chemical formula is same, the molecular formula is same, but having different structure of representation, that structure can be either chain, either branch, or either ring. So these all three are the architecture or the structure of a chemical formula. So the chemical formula is same but the structure is different, it is known as isomer. Another example for the same is here for pentane. Pentane have 3 isomers. It can be in the form of a chain, it can be in form of branches, right? There are the 2 different structure in form of branches for pentane. Pentane have chemical formula for C5H12, and the 3 isomer of the pentane is represented there. For first one, the carbon atom containing the one branch of 5 different carbon atoms and 12 hydrogen atoms. So it is the normal pentane. Another is isopentane. In isopentane, you can see the carbon is making different branches with carbon atoms, and according to the structure will be like that. This is another isomer for pentane. And the third one is there where the branches is getting increased. This is known as neopentane. Here the carbon atom is making the structure like that or architecture like that. The carbon is having one chain or branch here or another branch here. So through these 3 different way we can represent the same chemical formula or same structural formula or same molecular formula with different structures. So this is known as structural isomers. So this is an example of chain and this is example for branch in these 2 slides. Another example is here for the ring. Here you can see the cyclohexane. Cyclohexane is represented there where the number of carbon atoms are 6, and the representation of that carbon atom bond is through ring. This is the complete representation for cyclohexane where the number of carbon atoms are 6. Accordingly the hydrogen atoms are 4, 4, 8, 10 and 12. So number of hydrogen atom 12, so it is represented by H6 H12. So this complete structure is in the form of a ring because it is making a ring by using the carbon atom bond. So through 3 different way or through the 3 different structure we can represent the chemical formula for any of the carbon atom bond.